Hey YouTube, this is Douglas with J.E.B Expeditions. Today we are at the Paint Mines Interpretive Park in El Paso County, Colorado. It's very cold, windy and snowy. It's 0 degrees with 30 to 40 mile-an-hour winds and a little bit of snow, but we got the park all to ourselves, which happens quite a bit because we always go out in really stupid weather when we probably shouldn't. But nonetheless, we're thankful, we're going to be safe, and I hope that you guys will join me on this journey into exploring the awesome paint mines. Alright guys, so we made to the beginning of the paint mines formations, and it's pretty awesome stuff so far. But the really interesting thing about this is all the different mineral compositions, the oxidation, and the amounts and levels of clay that are here. And so thousands of years ago, the indigenous people, they would have used these paint mines to you know, paint their face for, you know, with war paint, for battles. They would have done it for celebrations, and they also would have used clay that would be found here to make things such as pottery. So I'm trying to get a good picture, or a good video rather, but you'll see kind of the rust streaks in there. That's the oxidation, and that's, you know, what would be carved out and used for the face paint. So you can see there's quite a bit of it, and you know, it's pretty darn interesting formations. So if you do come out here, it's posted all over at the beginning, but let's turn this around. So it's posted all over at the beginning, but be sure that you're not climbing on these formations. So they're not very solid. And they can slide, break, however you want to call it. So, you know, you could not only run the risk of seriously injuring yourself, but you know, you could also destroy the landscape. Sorry, you could turn around that way. You could also destroy the landscape, you know, and maybe prevent people from being able to come out here and bringing their families with them to enjoy it for many years to come. So I love climbing, as tempting as it is. Please try not to climb on them, because they are delicate. So we got a little bit better picture of what's going on over here. You can see with the different layers and the oxidation and everything. And so the natives would have just came down here and they would have scraped, you know, whatever they needed for their paint. They would have got down to the clay and, you know, used it to make pottery. So it's pretty darn interesting. There's quite a lot more of these formations, so let's go. I mean, the park names itself the Interpretive Park, and there's definitely so much to interpret. I mean, this is just completely awesome. And you know, give yourself an extra 30 minutes or so and just, you know, sit out and think, if you were here up to 9,000 years ago, you know, and you were trying to make a vase or a jar or something, you know, out of the various kinds of clays that are found in here, you know, what you might have been going through. I can tell you right now, as cold as it is and as windy and snowy, if I was here 9,000 years ago and I didn't have a nice coat or jacket like I have now, I probably would have been a pretty pissed off person. But you know, also, like, so what were these indigenous people thinking, you know, maybe even as recently as 300, 400, 500 years ago, you know, when they're preparing to go to war with the neighboring tribe, or probably not that far back, but a little bit sooner, you know, with the settlers and stuff, you know, just try and wrap your mind around what they would have been thinking as, you know, they were collecting this stuff, you know, to go and put their war paint on and, you know, protect their native homelands. So it's pretty darn interesting, really cool. I'm definitely gonna have to come back here in the summertime when we'll have, you know, a lot easier access to everything. I know this isn't the whole park, I apologize, but we'll get it in a Paint Mines 2.0 video. How about that? So I do appreciate you tuning in. If you learned anything or you enjoyed the video, or if you just feel bad for me, you know, for being out here braving the cold and the wind and everything, please feel free to, you know, like, comment, subscribe, and help the channel grow. We just started out, and you know, want to try and grow this community and, you know, have more people to interact with and share things and expand everybody's knowledge bases together. And, you know, if you have a really cool idea for somewhere that I should go and make a video that's in Colorado, you know, feel free to leave a comment or shoot me a message and tell me all about it. And as long as it's within reason, I would be very glad to go out and take a video, you know, go hiking, camping, mountain biking, kayaking, rafting, whatever it is. If it's outdoors, I'm game for it. So no, I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and I hope you not only enjoyed the video, but were able to learn something about the native indigenous people that lived here and use these paint mines for various resources throughout their daily lives. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.